Guatzana. My name is Warren Montoya. I'm from Santa Ana and Santa Clara Pueblos, also known as Tamaya and Kha'po Owinge here in New Mexico. I traveled a lot with my family. My parents were both teachers, so I would live in the summers in Santa Ana Pueblo, and then during the school year we would live in Cuba, New Mexico. So it was this very interesting mix of both the modern and like the traditional aspects of life as a Pueblo person. I've always really liked art or creating or just expressing myself in even weird ways. I always liked drawing. I first really started drawing Ninja Turtles and was really interested in the fantastic, right, concepts of surrealism, comic books, even mysterious things, dragons, castles, things I didn't know anything about, but I imagined were cool. I would read comic books. Me and my brother collected comic books, and I didn't really read them. I was just more interested in examining the pictures and how the artists really worked to express this dynamic nature about the character they were portraying. And that was really interesting to me, how they were taking reality and skewing it to make it more adventurous, right? And I love movies. It's really exciting to see this whole other world of creativity coming through in the new movies with CGI and just all these new mediums, art mediums. So I knew I always liked creating and drawing and painting. It was kind of a default when I didn't think I was good at doing anything else. I always knew that I could draw, so that was a plus. It wasn't a planned career necessarily. I was interested in a lot, but I didn't know how to filter and condense all these things that I was excited about, right? And turn them into something productive or turn them into something that I could utilize all of these interests in one aspect of creating. So it's been an exploration throughout my adult life, especially in college. Just really seeing all the different works people were doing and interests people had and how they were taking those interests and then funneling them into something creative. So that was really inspiring and opened up my eyes. And especially now being in the art world and going to galleries and museums, I see just the amazing worlds that people create, and it inspires me to explore what I can create in a world. I've never seen myself as simply an artist, the title an artist. That I feel like that's an external description. For me, I just know I like creating, right? I know I like building things. I know I like designing things and exploring the way things are put together, whether they're naturally generated or man-made or synthetic or a composite of both, maybe. So yeah, I see myself as a designer of things, a builder of things, and I throw paint on surfaces to kind of put it the way I see it. So I began doing murals really a couple of years ago, being invited by friends to help out with projects. So I've helped other artists produce their projects, large-scale projects. And I loved it. Immediately, I loved the idea of being able to use your whole body to create. Well, you're using two forms of expression. You're using your body to express the movement and apply the paint on the surface. But then the final result is this incredible mural, this idea portrayed on a two-dimensional surface for people to view and really just take it as they want. Well, in 2013, I created a company that was dedicated to sharing the work of other indigenous artists and myself through an online store, but it's quite a bit of work. So I eventually pivoted that in 2015 to produce public arts projects and events. And since then, have been working with organizations, schools, companies to produce large-scale artworks, more specifically murals, with groups of people or on my own or with the team. And yeah, in a variety of concepts and ideas and environments. And it's been amazing just to get to share that. REZONATE Art is the name of my company. So the Espanola mural is the latest project that my company completed. And it's been an ongoing project with the New Mexicans to Prevent Gun Violence organization. And what we do is actually work with high school students to produce murals that talk about the consequence and the subject matter of gun violence and what that issue has, or the effect that that issue has on our communities. So the murals share concepts generated by the students that talk about their neighborhood, their community, the things they want to keep safe, as well as they share images of the hardships that they go through because of gun violence, you know, either because they've lost a family member or they know somebody, or they see within their community the ripple effect that issue has. So it's been really empowering to take my skills and share them with these youth to be able to produce a public project for the community, you know, and in reality, it's their voices that's being shared. And I'm just there to facilitate that process. In 2012, I had a really hard incident occur. I broke my leg, and that actually pushed me back into doing art. You know, I was there at home for 3 months producing drawings, and from that, I just realized, you know, that I want to do more with art. Eventually, what that led to was creating a business called REZONATE Art, because I started exploring this concept of art being a tool to do more than just be art or have as a commodity or, you know, something you can possess, right? That it can actually act as a tool to share important ideas and bridge communities and communicate aspects of social movements. So my time here at SAR has just been full of exploration. It's been really intense personally because when I'm given the time, my brain goes wild with ideas, with thoughts about the future, life, so on and so forth. So I had this concept that's sitting behind me to do a mural. These are on wood panels. It's an acrylic painting. And what it depicts is this idea of two humans walking through a portal. And what it symbolizes is the continuation of human beings, of our energies, of our spirits, and the things that we are responsible for, which is in the basket, the things that she's holding, the figure on the right, and how we are really accountable for holding those and the responsibility we have to share those with others, which is resembled or represented by the pouring out of those gifts. And of course, on the two sides, there are the natural elements represented, so fire and earth on this side, and wind and water on this side. And really, those are again gifts that have been provided to us that exist with us and also without us, you know, if they wanted to. In the center part, these two beings are basically holding hands. They're connected by this line of energy. So the point of making them life-size was actually to have it help feel surreal and immerse the viewer in the actual scene. The figures also don't have faces in the way of human beings. Their faces or their heads are actually obsidian. And what I wanted to do was represent all humans rather than one specific type of human. So along with this painting, there are plans to produce sculptures, light sculptures about yay big on podiums. And what those represent are actually the pueblos. Really, my hope for the whole installation is that it can find a public space to be shared with Native and non-Native peoples to inspire, their thinking about what is continuation for me individually, but also what does it mean for our people, culturally, and what does it mean for people in general, concerning the situation that many people know we are in concerning global warming and economics. My time here at SAR has been bleh. It's been crazy. It's been wonderful. It's been amazing and hard and challenging and very frustrating, but in the best ways possible, because I've had 3 months to really explore who I am as an artist, but then also to really examine my own identity as a human being, as a man, as a Pueblo person. And what's come out of it is a whole chasm of projects that I have to arrange, and writings and topics that I want to explore, and even performances that I want to write, right? Maybe into plays, but it's been very incredible. It's been incredible. And I am incredibly grateful to the School for Advanced Research and the Indian Arts Research Center for this opportunity, to have this space to just explore my art, my creativity, my identity, and self. And it's something that I want everybody to know, is that I have experienced a life change here at SAR because I've been given this opportunity, and I appreciate it more than words can express. I want to say kudawaha to Brian Vayo, Alicia Poon, and all the other Indian Arts Research Center staff. Have been so welcoming and encouraging and letting me explore these ideas with them. So thank you for all you do and continue to do as an organization, and especially the School for Advanced Research for their mission and their work to really expand the understanding about Native American peoples and Indigenous peoples alike. So keep up the good work.